Hi! If you're new here, welcome to KSA. Glad you found us in this little corner of YouTube. If you're not, we're just gonna jump right into cake decorating for this episode. I think we all know that the holidays are coming up soon, and I don't know if you're like me, but that just gives me stress because it's like, what do I have to contribute? But now it's like, well, I took up cake decorating as a hobby, and as you've seen from the past few episodes, I've only been doing cake lately. So, might as well just share what I've learned because I made mistakes so you don't have to. Okay, so as you can see, I have chocolate cake like layers right here, even though right now they kind of resemble more of a brownie. If you want this recipe, there's gonna be like a revised version of it. You can stick around until the end to screenshot that. Anyway, this is a serrated knife. You don't have to get a serrated knife like me, just get a big knife. Any big knife will do to like level them out. And get them as even as possible if you can. If it's not completely even, that's fine. You're just gonna like fill it in between anyway. This is a piping bag, which I like to use. I got this at Daiso for like $1.50, and it came with 16 disposable piping bags and 3 tips. Just get it from Daiso. It's fine. I'm gonna stick the tip inside of the piping bag, and then just make a little incision first before you put it in, and then later on you can cut as much needed off as you'd like. Just don't cut off too much. And then pull it and put this in any like tall glass you have here. This is just like pretty much standard vanilla buttercream frosting.
Is there gonna be a recipe for this icing?
I mean, this one's pretty standard. It's really similar to the cream cheese frosting one, just without the cream cheese. And all you have to do in place is add vanilla extract. You're gonna wanna like squeeze the frosting down as much as you can, just so gravity can do its thing. Twist that, and start piping it in there. It's gonna make it a lot easier if you have like a spinny thing. I do not have a cake turntable, but this thing spins, so good enough, right? Okay, this is taking too long, screw it. Just plop that there. I have an offset spatula I got off of Amazon for like, I don't know, how much was this, $9? But you don't have to use an offset spatula. If anything, you could also use a butter knife. Spread this around like reckless abandon, yay! I'm gonna add a little bit more on here. Neat. Usually when I'm by myself, this is what I find very relaxing and satisfying when I'm like having a bad day. Okay, filling is done. Wee.
More icing.
Why not? I get relaxed just by like watching this go zoom. This is another thing that I didn't realize I would need, but it's like a what do they call this? A dough scraper? And you just kind of like scrape off this to make it smooth.
It looks like an Oreo.
It does. That was the point. So you can see that I inverted the top layer so that the top would be like, what was it? Have like a more smooth surface. Maybe this is a little too. This looks like a lot of frosting, but I swear this is like what we need. And then spinny spin, spin again.
Several
Spinny spins
later.
This buttercream is not as like smooth as I should have made it, but it's fine.
It's smooth enough.
It's smooth enough. I love this dough scraper. In between, you can see I'm trying to clean off my offset spatula. And as I should do the same with this dough scraper. Because otherwise, if you don't, it's just going to be a messy application. Now might be a good time to like flip this here and then kind of like try to cover the sides. But I mean, if you can't cover it all entirely with frosting, it's fine. Because we're going to cover the sides anyway with Pepero. I think I'm going to steal from this piping bag. I'm not going to end up using all of it anyway. Let me at least try to like cover this. Okay, I think we can cut that off. Neat. Okay. As you can see, I've started doing pocky Pocky, Pepero, whichever one you want to choose. I'm using cookies and cream Pocky because that's all they had at Target. And I didn't want to make the drive up to Zion because I'm lazy. What I'm doing is basically kind of like lining this side with buttercream first because it's naked. And then using the buttercream that I'm laying as like a foundation glue, sticking the Pocky on. It's very fragile right now because there's only 3 of them. This is going to be a very labor intensive process, so take your time.
That's actually kind of satisfying.
This?
Yeah.
It is great fun doing this though. Okay, this probably would have been better if the cake was taller, but I was too lazy to make more layers. So that's on me. But look how cool this looks. It's not perfectly like a circle, but it looks cool, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna try to like cut into a slice. Oh my gosh, this is why it's fine. This is fine. I probably should have cooled it also. That would have been smarter. This is why you cool your cakes before you serve them, everybody.
I can't believe you're the eccentric one and I'm the deadpan one.
Oh my god. Okay, let's just pretend that like it had the Pocky with it. Oh, the poor Pocky wall. I just realized I didn't bring a fork for myself. Thank you. Just a minute. Appreciate this cross section because actually this is pretty even and I'm very satisfied.
It's a pretty nice cut job, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a brownie, not a cake. No.
I just feel like the home cafe episodes are just an exercise in like self-flagellation.
I love chocolate, guys. I just keep eating this. I think this is the most I've eaten out of one of the home cafe creations. Anyway, if you like this episode of our home cafe, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media handles, like our Facebook group, and follow us on Instagram. If we ever end up making this cake, you can tag me at sasha.syn so I can see. And yeah, hope to see you guys 2 weeks from now in the next episode. Bye bye.